Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video of Fox Flicks on Prog Magic. First off, I just want to say a merry late Christmas to all of you out there, and thank you for all you've done this year of watching my vids, subscribing to the channel, and just being amazing all around. Now let's hop into this video of giving...
What if Pokemon could armor evolve like Digimon?
Let's hop in and see just what he got done this time.
Let's find out.
Literally, let's find out.
Hey everyone, Brandon here. You guys
Hey,
really
Brandon.
enjoyed the last video where we gave Kanto Pokemon their own Digimon armor evolutions. So in this video,
Wait, did
we're
I see
giving
that
Johto
video?
Pokemon some love. And I would be remiss if I didn't include the lover of Pokemon Gen 2 and Digimon Adventure 02, Karn EX.
Con?
Hello? Karn?
Whoops,
Oh, there he
sorry.
is.
Where were you? I was
What
worried.
was that?
Yeah, sorry. I was just in the endless void that I go to when I'm not recording videos.
Oh, you mean
Oh,
the one all
yes.
YouTubers go to. Okay, it's all good then.
That's
that
the
just
one.
makes sense.
We live to serve our YouTube audience.
Anyway, let's
the
get into
camera isn't
some
on us,
armor
we don't
evolutions.
exist.
We actually wanted to start this video by saying we heard you. You wanted Pikachu to have a friendship armor evolution, and you wanted Pikachu and Eevee to get armor evolutions for the Digi-Egg of Miracles and Destiny. So we're gonna do just that.
Yeah, okay.
So starting us off
Makes
is
sense.
Pikachu with the Digi-Egg of Friendship, which gives us Kamichu, an
Oh,
electric fighting type.
not
You may
bad.
notice some striking similarities between this and a certain scrapped Raichu evolution. Yes, we of course took elements from
Oh.
Gorochu for this design, but also tried to pump in some Japanese influence.
Yeah, okay.
Specifically Raijin, which is part of where Kamichu gets its name. Another name
Not
for Raijin
bad.
is
Not bad
Kaminari-san,
at
and
all.
Kaminari means thunder. My Hero fans rejoice. Kami also means God, so its name literally
Ooh.
translates to God Squeak. You can see Kamichu's tail comes across its back and
God
around its
Squeak,
head, just
that
like the
is-
taiko drums of
that is
Raijin,
funny.
and has a fierce expression that also matches. Kamichu are revered by the entire Pikachu line. They will feed Kamichu excess electricity stored in their cheeks to help fuel its earth-shattering thunder. Kamichu will use
Damn.
its tail to beat the ground like a drum, sending electricity through it, enough to power whole cities.
Oh, yeah, the
Before we
tail's
continue,
what's
there
wrapped
isn't
around
a
it.
sponsor on today's video, but I would greatly appreciate it if you became a member. You get early access to videos, our members exclusive Discord channels, sneak peeks at upcoming content, and more. Custom art videos can be expensive, so becoming a member greatly helps more videos like this happen. Thank you all so much
Makes
for your
sense.
support, and let's get back to Karn.
Next
go.
up is Pikachu again.
Yay.
This time with the Digi-Egg
Come
of
on.
Miracles, which when combined creates Pika-Kira, an electric
Ooh,
steel type.
I
Digi-Egg of
love
Miracles
it.
evolutions don't really have much of a prevailing theme, except for blocky gold armor. So we added that to
Well,
Pikachu,
like four of
but
them.
we also continued the godly theme from Kamichu, and brought in a little bit of a Thor influence, which you can
mean,
see with
definitely.
Pika-Kira's
Look at
tail
that
being
tail.
shaped like a hammer, and the shape of its
Kinda almost
helmet.
like a storm
Magnamon, which is
particle.
Vemon's Digi-Egg of Miracles evolution, is a little bit more humanoid than its other Digi-Egg evolutions, so we chose to make Pika-Kira a bit more humanoid as well. Pika-Kira's name comes from the Japanese onomatopoeia kira-kira, which means sparkling, but more so the sparkling of jewelry,
Oh.
and Pika-Kira is covered in gold, so it fits perfectly.
Okay,
Its golden
it all
appearance is
works.
also why we gave it the steel typing, given gold is a precious metal. And
Ah,
the blocky armor also
clever.
helps. Pika-Kira
Clever.
tend to do better in battles when the odds are stacked against them. They will win despite insurmountable odds. Their tail is surprisingly heavy and can deliver some thunderous blows.
Next up
Nice.
is
That's
Pikachu
easy,
again. I'm just
Zekrom
kidding.
fight
It's
that.
Eevee. When paired with the Digi-Egg of Destiny, Eevee becomes Cronion, a pure
Ooh.
steel type. Just like the Digi-Egg of Miracles, Destiny didn't have
Chrono
much of a theme to go
time.
on. So we just incorporated the egg's design into Eevee's and tried to play up the Destiny or Fate motif. Its name comes from Kronos, the Greek god of time, known to many as Father Time nowadays. Not to be
Oh,
confused
cool.
with Cronus, the Titan. That guy was a jerk and ate his kids. Kronos
Yeah.
has these angelic wings, which plays perfectly
Greek
into the
mythology
Digi-Egg of
is weird
Destiny's
as hell,
already
but also
existing
awesome
design.
as
Also,
hell.
the crest of Destiny on its chest almost looks like a little clock. Time and Destiny
Yeah,
are pretty
kinda.
interlocked thematically, and in
Looks like
some
the
tales,
two
Kronos
hands
is the
and how
father
they
to the
would go at the
Morai,
same
also
time.
known as the Fates. We gave Cronion the same steel typing as Pika-Kira for the same reasons, but also because the Digi-Egg of Miracles and Destiny are connected thematically and in the story of Digimon the movie. Cronion are extremely fast despite their armored appearance. Some believe it has the power to slow down time to achieve this speed.
That would make sense. We're back.
And that finally brings us to the Johto Pokemon we promised in this video. Remember that?
Yay!
We sincerely appreciate you sticking with us. Oh, and speaking of, let's start with the Digi-Egg of Sincerity. Unlike last video, we decided to switch things up a bit with these armor evolutions. Rather than giving them a Pokemon that is already representative of the type or element that they already align with, we mix things up to make for what we feel are more interesting concepts.
Okay.
So we decided to give Sentret the Digi-Egg of Sincerity to become Sentanuki, a normal grass type. As the name suggests, Sentanuki fully leans into Sentret's partial Tanuki inspiration. Sincerity armor evolutions typically add some kind of Japanese influence into the design, with Shorimon being a ninja and Yaxamon having training swords. So we fed into the more mythical Bake Danuki, which is a Tanuki yokai. Bake Danuki are tricksters and can change shape to fool humans, in an attempt to make them look stupid. Sentanuki also takes inspiration from a particular Bake Danuki named Danzaburo, who would sell leaves to humans by using magic to make them look gold. Danzaburo could also pull off some ninja-like feats, so it has a little ninja headband with a symbol on it that sort of looks like kanji, but is actually Sentret's face. Though Sentanuki is a normal and grass type, we imagine it could learn a few dark type moves, and moves centered around magic or deceit, like Magical Leaf and Trick. Sentanuki is known for its mastery of deception. There is a legend that a Sentanuki once drove off a bunch of Zorua and Zoroark through its powers of trickery.
Next up, we have the Digi-Egg of Love. I know Karn just said we're switching things up a bit, and we are, but this choice was just a little too good to pass up. We decided to give the Digi-Egg of Love to Togepi. So when combined, they make Togepid, a pure fairy type. Would you just
it's
look
really
how cute
based
it
on
is.
Cupid
I had this
now.
idea in my brain, and I really wanted to see it executed, okay? The Digi-Egg has been flipped upside down to form the shell and wings of this design, while armoring up the legs. If it wasn't obvious, it gets its name from Cupid, the Roman god of love, while still keeping with the I sound of Togetic and Togekiss. Also, it's kind of like we just slapped a D on the end of its name. We tried to make this feel different from Togetic in the proportions, with a shorter neck, longer arms and legs, and more cherubic wings. Plus, you know, the whole armor and crest of love on its head thing. Togepid are usually seen around weddings, anniversaries, or even just dates. They say if you see one during one of these events, your relationship will be happy and long. After that, we have the Digi-Egg of Knowledge. This pick is also less of a switch up, but still fits really well. We ultimately picked Lediba, so when given the Digi-Egg of Knowledge, it becomes Ledanger, a bug fighting type. As Karn and I are both Power Rangers and Tokusatsu fans, we just had to play into Ledian's Kamen Rider vibe, but switch it up so Ledanger is a Super Sentai reference. Bunga Sentai Ledanger. I mean, who knows? Apparently the next Sentai series is supposed to be bug themed, so... Anyway, nerding out aside, Ledanger's name obviously comes from Lediba and Ranger, but also mixes in danger, as most Power Rangers are usually in danger a lot. We wanted to hold on to the Digi-Egg of Knowledge's drill theme as well, so its boots are little drills, which actually brings in a little Gurren Lagann inspiration as well, which is like my favorite anime. Ledanger usually fight in teams of 5 or 6, though they will occasionally break off into teams of 3 and battle amongst themselves to train, or just to argue, but then return to normal after a few hours.
On to the Digi-Egg of Light.
You know what? I bet that was actually based on the Power Ranger teams that were just 3. Hey, like Dino Thunder and the Ninja Storm one. Hold on, folks. We're going to take a small break, and I'll be right back. Alright, back from that little break. Let's go.
This one was a fun pick. With Christmas right around the corner, of course we had to show some love to Delibird. I know there is some recent discourse that it's supposed to be delivered, like delivered. I can't do it. I'm sorry, Pokemon fans. So with the Digi-Egg of Light, Delibird becomes Delibasa, an ice ghost type. We shifted its Santa inspiration over to another classic Christmas tale, A Christmas Carol. In said tale, on Christmas Eve, 3 ghosts visit Ebenezer Scrooge to offer him a chance at redemption, a chance to see the light and joy of Christmas. So we based Delibasa's design on all 3 ghosts. The Ghost of Christmas Past, who has a light coming from their head, sometimes a candle. The Ghost of Christmas Present, who holds a torch and has a cheery demeanor, which is where Delibasa receives its beard and expression from. And the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come, which shows Scrooge his death and has a more traditionally ghostly appearance, which plays more into Delibasa's ghost typing and is where its more cloaked bottom half comes from. Delibasa gets its name from the Basan, or Basabasa, a rooster yokai that breathes ghostly fire, akin to a will-o'-the-wisp. Delibasa will give out ghostly presents to those it feels are in need of help. The presents contain nothing, but leave the opener with a feeling of hope and goodwill towards others.
Oh, come on. We're back.
Speaking of hope, we have the Digi-Egg of Hope. I know many out there were probably just as disappointed as I was at first to see the Dunsparce, so we are out here for redemption, showing what we had hoped Dunsparce could have turned into. So with the Digi-Egg of Hope, Dunsparce becomes Dunspius, a normal flying type. Hope armor evolutions usually have some kind of mythological or astrological zodiac theme to them. With Dunsparce being based on a kind of mythical serpent, I thought, why don't we go for the forgotten
the bat
zodiac,
snake.
Ophiuchus, the serpent holder. The man holding the serpent is actually the Greek god Asclepius, a god of medicine and healing, which is where Dunspius gets its name. Asclepius is usually depicted holding a rod with a serpent coiled around it, so we tried to incorporate both the serpent and rod into one with Dunspius' design, which you can see with its long handle-like tail. The rod of Asclepius is actually a symbol still used today in medicine. It is also mixed up with the caduceus, another rod with serpents on it given to Hermes, which we also incorporated into Dunspius' design with the large wings on its head, and its entire head is modeled after the Digi-Egg of Hope. Dunspius has a special antitoxin within its stinger that is used by medical practitioners of the Pokemon world. It can treat severe poisoning and even simple illnesses like a cold.
Finally, we're on to the Johto starters. For Chikorita, we decided to give it the Digi-Egg of Courage, so it becomes Flareosa, a grass fire type. We based its design around the Flame Lily, also known as the Gloriosa Superba, from which Flareosa gets its name. The Digi-Egg manifests as a mask for this Pokemon, and the fire atop its head reflects a fiery version of the leaf on Bayleaf's head. We wanted this to feel a bit more draconic, as well as to tie into Agumon and Flamedramon's association with the Crest of Courage. So the Lily neck piece is meant to reflect a dragon's wings, and its flames reflect a dragon's fiery breath. Flareosa whip their necks around to attack, which can also burn their opponent in the process. The fiery flower around their neck keeps them safe from potential attacks, as the petals leave a burning itch on whatever it touches.
Next up, we have the Digi-Egg of Reliability, which we decided to give to Cyndaquil, so when combined, it becomes Volquil, a fire-water type. Volquil retains the Digi-Egg of Reliability's aquatic theme by shifting Cyndaquil's rodent inspiration to the Pyranian Desmond, a semi-aquatic mole that can use its nose like a little snorkel, which also ties into its aquatic transportation theme. Though snorkeling is probably one of the more primitive kinds of underwater travel, the shape of Volquil's back refers to underwater volcanoes and hydrothermal vents, while also looking like a cooling tower at a nuclear plant. Volquil's name comes from volcano, mole, and Cyndaquil. Volquil walk along the ocean floor, heating the water around it to the point where most water types cannot stand to be around it. If it needs a quick escape, it can use its fiery back like a jet engine.
And on to Totodile, my personal favorite Johto starter, which we also gave the Digi-Egg of Friendship. So when combined, it becomes Surjosuchus, a water electric type. We decided to play into Croconaur's caveman pattern and bring in a prehistoric crocodilian for this armor, the Sarcosuchus, from which it gets its name. Surge is also both an aquatic term and an electrical one. Its jaw is supposed to resemble jumper cables, or crocodile clips, with two big front teeth to reflect the horn of the Digi-Egg of Friendship in a more unconventional way. A Surjosuchus's bite contains enough voltage to incapacitate a Steelix. It can move just as quickly on land as it can in the water, though it isn't very fast.
And those are Pokemon Armor Evolutions.
And if you want to see a kind of inverse gimmick swap, head on over to my channel, where we're going to be giving Elemental Stone evolutions to Digimon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and
we will see you guys next time.
Alright folks, and that is where we're going to end off today's video. I want you all to remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Down in the description will be a link to the original video, so remember to give the original creators their support and all they deserve, you know, all that. Anyway, this is Fox signing out. Stay warm, my cubs. No, stay toasty. Crap.